the Sambandha, establishing a relationship with the deity. Then comes Abhideya, then comes Prayojana. So Sambandha, our Sambandha deity, is Madan Mohan, who is the worshipable deity of Sanatana Goswami. So I thought it would be very apt for us to just meditate on Madan Mohan deity. So this Madan Mohan deity is a very, very old deity. Even before Srila Sanatana Goswami started worshipping him, he was actually worshipped. Very first time Madan Mohan was worshipped was by Lord Ramachandra himself. Lord Ramachandra in Treta Yuga used to worship Madan Mohan. And Madan Mohan, he used to be worshipped by Lord Raghavendra himself, and, he would, every day, he would be worshipped by Lord Ramachandra very, very ardently. And when Shatrughna, Lord Ramachandra's youngest brother, when he was, he came to Mathura to defeat the demon, and when he got defeated, and then, Shatrughna had to become the king of Mathura, and Lord Ramachandra told Shatrughna, this was after, Lord Ram came back to Ayodhya after killing Ravana and all of that was over. Then when Shatrughna killed this demon, and then Lord Ram said that now, my dear brother, you have, saved the people of Mathura, so therefore you should go to Mathura and rule over Mathura. You should become the king of Mathura. So then Shatrughna said that, my dear Lord Ram, how can I go to Mathura? I have taken a vow that the first thing that I will do as soon as I wake up in the morning, before seeing anybody else, I am actually going to see your lotus face. So that is my vow. And I have taken this vow since you have come back from Ayodhya, from your Vanvas. When you came back, I have taken this vow that I don't do anything, or I don't see anyone, before seeing you. So how can I go to Mathura? Because you will be here in Ayodhya. I cannot go. So then Lord Ramachandra smiled and he said, okay, my dear brother, you take this deity of Madan Mohan. You take him and you take him with you to Mathura and you start worshipping him. So when you start worshipping him there, when you see him every day in the morning, if he is the first one you see, it will be as good as seeing me. So Shatrughna was very happy, but still sad that he had to leave Lord Ram. But he nonetheless came to Mathura and he started worshipping Madan Mohan in Mathura. So when he started worshipping, Madan Mohan in Mathura, it continued for, his generation. Then after he left, somehow Madan Mohan was passed on to one of the other kingdoms where there was one very beautiful princess of that particular kingdom who was very attached to the service of Madan Mohan. And she got so attached to Madan Mohan that at the time of her wedding, she wanted to take Madan Mohan with her as a dowry, with her to the kingdom that she was getting married to. And her father, the king, refused to oblige. The father said that Madan Mohan has been in our family for so many years now, and he cannot go with you. And this princess, she was so attached to Madan Mohan that the previous night of the wedding, she was crying so much that she did not know what to do. And then her father said, okay, what I will do for you is that I will make 7 identical deities like Madan Mohan. And if you are saying that you are so attached to Madan Mohan, you can choose which is your Madan Mohan, the original one. And if you choose him right, then you can take him. So then this girl was more tense. The princess was more tense that how am I going to recognize Madan Mohan? My father will make 7 identical deities. Just like, he will make 6 more deities like original Madan Mohan and make them stand next to each other. How am I going to recognize who is the original Madan Mohan? So she was crying like this the previous night. She was crying so much. And then the deity Madan Mohan came to her in a dream. And he said to her that, my dear princess, I also want to go with you. I don't want to stay here because I am staying here because I got attached to you. I love seeing you, your devotion. So I am ready to come with you. So then this girl said, but Madan Mohan, how am I going to recognize you? So then Madan Mohan said that when all of us will be standing in a line, all 7 of us, the original me will shake my head. I'll just give a little nod and, you'll see that. When you see the little nod, then you will know that I am the original one. And when the peacock feather will fall, you will know that I'm the original one. So this princess was very happy. And then she went, the next day morning, she was dressed up for her wedding. And her father brought, 7 deities of Madan Mohan and made them all stand in a line. And this girl, nobody could say which is the original Madan Mohan, because the father, the king, made all of them look the same. All of them looked exactly the same, and all of them were standing in a line next to each other. And the princess, she was confident in the words of Madan Mohan, and she looked at each and every one of them. And as soon as she looked at the original Madan Mohan just shook his head and his peacock feathers fell, and she kept her hand on Madan Mohan and said, this is my Madan Mohan and I'm taking him with me. So how beautifully Madan Mohan reciprocated with the love of his dear devotee. So this princess actually took Madan Mohan with her and, worshipped him for quite some time. And then a few years after that, there is no history of where Madan Mohan actually went. But then he reappeared again. He reappeared again in Mathura. And this time, he came to the house of a Brahmana in Mathura. And he started staying in the house of this Brahmana as a family member, So I've said this pastime many times before, but I personally love it so much, so I hope you all don't mind listening to it again. But Sanatana Goswami, we all know that he was a Tridandi Bhikshu. He would go around, begging for Madhukari from, not only from one home to the other, but he would sometimes go out from Vrindavan also. He would come to Mathura, he would go to Govardhan, he would go to Barshana, he would go to different cities, little towns around Vrindavan also, within the 84 course of Brajamandala. And one day, he came to this house of this Brahmana. The Brahmana's name was Chaubeji. And this Brahmana, he had a little son, and Madan Mohan was also there. And, Madan Mohan was standing as a deity in Chaubeji's house. And Sanatan, as soon as he saw Madan Mohan, he got very, very attracted to the deity of Madan Mohan. And he took Madhukari from Chaubeji, but once a week, Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad, he would come back again and again to the house of Chaubeji to beg for Madhukari, because he got so attached to the deity of Madan Mohan. This Madan Mohan deity was so beautiful, so lovable, that he could attract the mind of anybody. So Sanatana Goswami, being so captivated by Madan Mohan, would come once a week to Mathura, to Chaubeji's house, and he would take darshan of Madan Mohan. And Chaubeji and Sanatana Goswami became very fast friends, and they would discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, in this way, like how we are seeing that the 27 to 30 is serving the, tadiyas of Krishna. Tadiyas are 4 in number, which is the Tulasi Maharani serving the Vaishnavas, living in Mathura, and reading Srimad Bhagavatam. So these are the 4 Tadiyas. And so Sanatana Goswami Pad, of course, he was always, worshipping Tulsi Maharani. He was always serving the Vaishnavas. And he would live around Mathura, and he would always study Srimad Bhagavatam in Chaubirji's house along with Chaubirji, So they had become very fast friends. So one day, when they were reading Srimad Bhagavatam, suddenly Sanatana Goswami was shocked. The reason he was shocked was that he started seeing that Madan Mohan, just like a young boy, he was playing with Chaubirji's little son in the courtyard of Chaubirji's home. Madan Mohan, the deity, was playing around with Chaubirji's son. And he was running behind Chaubirji's son and saying, "Hey, give me that laddu, give me that laddu, I want that laddu." And he was running behind Chaubirji's son. And Sanatana Goswami thought, "Oh, am I dreaming? Am I hallucinating? What is happening?" He couldn't believe what he was seeing. And then slowly, after some time, he saw that Chaubirji's son came crying to Chaubirji and said, Baba, see what this Madan Mohan, he is not leaving me. He is wanting my laddu. Do something to help me." So Chaubirji said, "Are Madan Mohan, come here." And then he called Madan Mohan. Madan Mohan came. And then Chaubirji made the laddu into 2 parts. He said, "Madan Mohan, this is for you. And Lala, this is for you." So, to both his Lalas, he gave one, half piece of the laddu. And then they said, "Don't fight like this, go and play nicely." So Sanatana Goswami was shocked. What is happening? Madan Mohan, he is staying like a family member in Chaubirji's house. He is walking, talking, playing, dancing, fighting, doing all of this like a family member. So Sanatana Goswami became very, very attached, more attached. And he would come more often to the home of Chaubirji. One day, when Sanatana came to visit, Chaubirji was very sad. So Sanatana said, "My dear Chaubirji, what happened to you? Why are you so sad?" He said, "Are my Lala, he is, zid pakad ke baitha hai." Zid means he is becoming very stubborn. He has become very stubborn because he wants one thing, which I'm not able to give him. So then Sanatana Goswami said, "Well, your son, what is he asking for?" He said, No, I'm not talking about this son of mine. I'm talking about Madan Mohan, that Lala of mine. He is asking. So then Sanatana said, "What is he asking for?" He said, "Chaubirji is saying that Madan Mohan is crying and telling me that he has become very attached to you, my dear Sanatana. And he wants to go with you. He doesn't want to stay with me. And I'm trying to convince him that, you are Babaji. You don't even have one place to stay. You go around begging from door to door. How will you feed this Madan Mohan? But he is not understanding. He is crying that he wants to go with you." So then Sanatana said, No, don't worry. Let me talk to Madan Mohan. And then Sanatana came to Madan Mohan, and Madan Mohan was crying that, "Please, Baba, take me with you. Even if you're not able to, give me anything, whatever you are eating, I will eat that only. I will not do any kind of, I'll not throw any tantrums. I will not say I'll, this or that. You please take me with you. I just want to be with you." Then Sanatana said, "Well, I will not be able to give you any makhan mishri. I will not be able to give you any Rajbhog offering. Whatever I eat, you will eat?" So then Madan Mohan said, Yes, I will eat whatever you will eat." So then Sanatana said, "But you remember your promise. If you ask me anything, then, I will not have anything to give you." So then Madan Mohan said, No, I will not ask anything. I promise. You just take me with you. So then Madan Mohan, he then caught Sanatana's hand, Sanatana Goswami Pad's hand, and Sanatana Goswami Pad walked with Madan Mohan from Mathura to Vrindavan. He came to Vrindavan. And when he came to Vrindavan, Sanatana Goswami, with his madhukari, he would do madhukari every day. So he would get some atta, some whole wheat, like chapati flour, and with the Yamuna water, he would just make a little dough, and he would make some balls, and he would just throw them into the fire, and it would cook in the fire, and that burnt, little, almost like, burnt charcoals, he would eat that. Sanatan would eat that. And that is very famously called as anakoli. So Sanatana Goswami would eat that, and before eating that, he would offer it to Madan Mohan. And Madan Mohan, like a very, very, cultured boy, very obedient boy, he would just extend his right hand to Sanatan, and Sanatan would put one anakoli in his hand, and Madan Mohan would eat. Very good boy, no tantrums he would throw. And after some time, every day Madan Mohan was eating this anakoli, burnt, maida balls, atta balls, he was eating that. And so one day, after a long time, Madan Mohan told Sanatan, my dear Sanatan, you've been giving me anakoli. I'm not complaining, but at least add a little bit of salt, in it. It's just atta and water. There's nothing else. Just add little bit of salt so some taste will come. And Sanatan said, see, I had told you that today you're asking for salt, tomorrow you'll ask for ghee, day after tomorrow you'll ask for Rajbhog. I can't do all that. Come, I'll take you to Chaubeji. Let's go back. Then Sanatan said, Madan Mohan said, no. Okay, I won't ask for salt also. Don't worry. I'm happy with whatever you're giving me. So then after a couple of days, a big merchant came by, and he brought sacks and sacks of salt. And he said that there was a huge storm, and seeing that storm, I'm a salt merchant, and seeing that storm, I prayed to the Lord that if my salt gets protected, then I will come and offer. So then I'm just coming and offering this, and he gave this bags and bags of salt to Sanatana Goswami. So like this, Sanatana Goswami then started giving some offering like this, and then he, the king of course came and constructed the beautiful temple. So this is the Madan Mohan deity, how he established Sambandha. He is the Sambandha Acharya. Sanatana Goswami is the Sambandha Acharya to establish our relationship. The initial establishment of relationship with Krishna is the Sambandha Acharya is Sanatana Goswami, and the Sambandha Vigraha, the Sambandha deity, is Madan Mohan. So if you go to Vrindavan even today, when we go to Vrindavan, you can see in the temple of Madan Mohan, there's a very beautiful painting that Sanatan is sitting under a tree. He is making his anakoli, and Madan Mohan is standing next to Sanatan, and he's extending his right hand, and Sanatan is putting one anakoli in Madan Mohan's hand. Very beautiful painting is there. And till today, when we go to Sanatana Goswami Pad's Samadhi Mandir and Bhajan Kutir, over there the Mahaprasad that we can get is the same anakoli, So very, very special, very, very beautiful way of, these are the pastimes that we should try to meditate upon, when we meditate upon the deity.